Hello Libra, welcome back to my channel. I'm Auji and this is Sacred Libra, where we talk all things Libra. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if this reading resonates with you. Okay, we are back with another morning inspo and I have your affirmation here. It says, my challenges help me grow. At the bottom, the question is, how do I react to new challenges? How can I develop more of a growth mindset? I like that. How can I develop more of a growth mindset? Okay. My challenges help me grow. They most certainly do, and it goes hand in hand with what I want to talk about, the downloads. For some of you guys, I'm not sure if you watched the urgent portal reading, quick message. That's the download that I do have. For some of you guys, I know for some of you guys that message probably went right on over your head, but the abundance that you seek, you already have it. And until you start living like you already have what it is that you seek, and until you realize that what you seek you already have, you will always be in lack. You'll always be missing a moment. You'll always be looking back because you're not satisfied in the present moment. Kind of unlocking the message just a little bit more. By the time that the person gets there, by the time you get your 10 of Pentacles, it's like it's behind you now. You realize what it was because now you're in some more stuff. Now this present moment, you're not satisfied here. So you're looking back at the past and saying, oh my God, it was so good back when. So it's almost like, why you never happy? Why you never satisfied? And if you are constantly living in lack, if you constantly have the feeling where nothing is enough, you will never be satisfied. And that's a big people pill for everybody to swallow. Because a lot of people, we look outside of ourselves and we think, well, if I only had the guy, or if I only had the girl, or if I only had the money, or if I only had the clout in this day and age, okay? If I only had the clout, if people knew who I was, if I had all the, the attention, if I had all the labels and the fashion and the designer, then maybe. And then now your ass working and you sitting in designer and you got the followers, you got the money, and you still ain't happy. Why? Because you constantly living in lack, constantly living trying to chase. It's like you constantly on that hamster wheel. So I feel like that's a message for us all. It's like not in a sense of something's going to be robbed from you. It's just that you'll never find it. You'll always be looking like it's not in you right now in the present moment. You'll be looking like it's somewhere way in the future or it's somewhere way in the past. It's out of your grasp, basically. So the biggest pill to swallow is be grateful. Stay in a constant state of gratitude. Stay being thankful of what you have and what's in front of you, what you're seeing. Just thank God for it just right now. Just thank you, God, for bringing me here. I'm grateful to have life in my body. I'm grateful to be alive. I love my life. I love who I am. I love the relationships in my life. Be thankful for what it is that you have. Okay? So let's get right into this. What is Libra feeling? What is Libra feeling? What is Libra feeling? What is Libra feeling? Deep emotions, unknown feelings, past life influences. Yeek. Yeek. Divine feminine. Divine feminine. Soul radiance. Phoenix rising. You are the phoenix. Phoenix rising. The phoenix rise up. Okay. So there's some type of deep emotions that you're feeling. Past life influences. This could be past, it just got really, really cold in here. This could be past situations, things that happened in the past, things that could be robbing you of your present day happiness, the happiness right now. I watched Gary V is my guy, okay? Gary V is my guy, all right? Because I'm a kind person at heart. And you know, we get slack for the kind people of the world. We get slack for being kind and nice, like we freaking unicorns, but we probably are. But I'm a nice person. I love Gary V. And Gary V said, one of the things that stuck with me that he said is that other people can never rob you of your success and happiness. What's yours is yours. There's plenty. There's an abundant flow of success and happiness. The mere thought that other people can rob you of your success and happiness actually robs you of your success and happiness. Don't let that go over your head. I'm not going to say it again. You might have to go back. Because that's a message and that's a gem in life itself. It's probably why my grandfather looked so bomb at 83. That's probably why. He's like, I don't stress. If I don't got enough, I don't got enough money. You know, if I can't get it, I can't get it. If we can't do it today, we can't do it. It's okay. And I'm like, Granddad, how can I be like you now? I know all that wisdom. It took wisdom to get there. But for real, my grandfather is the most peaceful, kindest man in the world. My grandfather is 80. My grandfather probably looks like he's about like 60. Just minus the gray, because he letting it be gray. But I feel like for some of you guys, there's some type of deep emotions that could be blocking your way of creating, can be blocking your channel to create. You don't know what these feelings are. Let's get into here. You don't know what these feelings are. But it's time for you. You got the divine feminine here. It's like you're taking in all of these feelings. You don't know what these feelings are. You have deep emotions here. This priestess of the depths welcomes you to a side of life that most people never explore. The sacred triangle above her head represents the trinity of time, past, present, and future. This is surrounded by the circle of eternity, reminding you of the unending nature of life. Continuous, clinical, no. And connected. The ocean is layered with currents in all different speeds and directions. These layers of moving vibrations are like the emotions of your life. It's time to understand your patterns of motivation and reaction and recognize how you are affected by things going on beneath the surface. Time for that feminine healing. Time to get in touch. And I've been feeling that. Time to get in touch with divine feminine. Divine feminine needs your attention. Divine feminine needs your help. Your divine feminine energy needs you, Libra. And whether you're a masculine Libra, your divine feminine energy needs you. Okay? Profound feelings you may not be facing are often still strong enough to direct your destiny. Hello? Whether you want them to or not, longing, attachment, and fear can send you in entirely different directions. Then we talk about longing for something, living in lack, having that not realizing what you do have now. But now this is in a sense of healing, not realizing that you do need to heal. And one of the portal readings, because I did the portal readings yesterday, and everything that could go wrong went wrong. I recorded about 8 times. By the 8th time, I was over it and tired. So I said, I give it a try tomorrow. Okay. I give it a try tomorrow. But one of the readings came up, and it was this emperor. This emperor had gained a lot, had won a lot, had done a lot, but was still hurting inside. It reminds me of like the millionaire, when millionaires commit suicide, and it's like, well, why the hell did they commit suicide? They had everything. Or billionaires commit suicides. It's like, what the hell? They had everything. They had the ultimate success. Why wasn't they happy? And that's when you realize that money cannot buy happiness. It's a lot of you guys that aren't poor. You're not in poverty. But if you ride past a homeless person on the street, their smile may be bigger than yours. the light in their soul may shine a little brighter than yours. And you think to yourself, well, why is that? Well, why is that? Why do I have enough? I'm looking at my life like, okay, I got something to be thankful for. But this person, on the other hand, do they have something to be thankful for? Can you judge that by mere material things? How can a person wake up with absolutely nothing and still shine, still be able to let their soul shine? And then here you are waking up in a house, in a heated house, and it's cold, you know, in a house with your family around you. You have a car, you have clothes, you have food. And why are you dimming? Why aren't you letting your soul shine? Why are you unhappy? Seems like somebody got the message a little wrong here. And it's usually always like that. And I turn this back to my grandfather. He used to always say, him and my mom used to always say, look at the smiles on homeless people's face, or people who are unfortunate. You would think they'd be miserable, because you probably would be miserable without all of your material, without all of the external validation that we do have. You probably would be miserable if you didn't have all of that, because you're looking at your worth through what you do have. When that person who doesn't have understands that their worth is more than any type of item of material that they can possibly wear, they could, you know, possibly gain some type of stature for. Of course they want those things. Of course they would love a warm house, some food in their belly. I feel like something's going to happen, something collectively is going to happen to make us realize that we should be thankful for what we already have. And most of the times, how the universe does that is by taking something away. So for some of you guys who are looking at your possessions, and you're looking at, hey, I want to add to. I don't want to take anything away. Unless it's something that's not serving me, then you know, you can have it. Because I know me, I'm like, hold up. What I got to look at? What I got to look, what do I have to put my magnifying glasses on and zoom into and appreciate a little bit more? Who do I need to appreciate a little bit more? Because something is going to get you. But right now, this is your emotions. So for some of you guys, you're not realizing that you may have everything outside of yourself. You may look good on paper. It may look good on paper. But on the inside, something's out of whack. And that is your emotions, how you're feeling on the inside. That's some pain, okay? This can easily turn your manifestations, or turn what's coming and attracting to you to something toxic, because you're creating the foundation out of lack. There's some patterns. There's some emotional patterns. There's some emotional things that you've been through in your past life that you're putting everything back there. I just spent almost 13 minutes on this question. But this divine feminine energy, it lets me know that you need to, your divine feminine energy is rising like a phoenix. Your divine feminine energy is a phoenix. It cannot die. You have this radiant priestess calls out that your ultimate victory is at hand. Her arms and wings are raised in salutation. A new beginning is arriving after a long and perhaps difficult time. In fact, you are about to take the flight of the phoenix and rise above the ashes of some old, unwanted fire. The fire may have been taken from different forms of work or finances, relationships, or health issues to varying degrees. It may have seemed like an interminable dry spell, a lengthy period of waiting for change or longing for a resolution. Or the fire may have been much more severe, involving loss, anxiety, and deep, deep grief. These are deep emotions. For a lot of you guys, it's deep grief. There may even have been times when you felt like the difficulties would consume you. This is this energy. Would consume you. Rising. The way you rise through that is, I feel like it's time for you to hone in on your feminine energy. Success is coming to you. Go with the flow, letting go, cleansing, and receiving. That's at the top. This is what it's going to look like. Going with the flow of life. Let it go. Cleansing and receiving. Let It Flow by Toni Braxton. First thing Monday morning, I'm gonna pack my tears away. Okay, what's the next question? It is, what does Libra need to welcome more into their lives? What does Libra need to welcome more into their lives? Got 3. Releasing of the feelings, abundance. That we talked about this, the abundance. The abundance. You have clairvoyance at the bottom of the deck. The power to give and receive healing. I feel like this is you on the receiving end. Welcome the abundance that you already have in your life. Here's the message again. Universe is telling you again. Spirit is like, I'm going to tell them again. I might tell them all week. Welcoming the abundance that you already have. The blessings that you already have in your life. Okay? This has been able to let go and feel your emotions. Because even if something has passed, or you may feel like your emotions can control what it is that you're attracting to you. Heal. Welcome healing. I feel like you have the ability to give healing. I just said this morning while I was cleaning up, thumbs, not fingers. Thumbs, not fingers. You know, when you point the finger, you're pointing at somebody. When you use the thumb, you're pointing back at yourself. I always was taught, my teacher told me, when you point the finger, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. And that just helps you not be a victim in your life. Realize that you do have control. You have power over a lot of things in your life. But I feel like a lot of you guys, you can give out the healing. It's receiving that healing. It's going in those places that you don't want to go. You can aid other people when they're going in their dark night, but it's about you going in your dark night. You have clairvoyance, inspiration, interpretation, and trust. The Oracle of Delphi gazes into her scrying bowl, patiently waiting for the images to take shape. She knows that a message is coming, so she remains peaceful and unafraid. There are 2 steps to her process, however. Once she receives the information, which often comes in the form of a riddle, she must interpret its meaning. This process applies to your intuitive experience as well. Whether you realize it or not, you do have the ability to receive important messages from Spirit. You also have the wisdom to make articulate interpretations. This card is telling you it's time to let go of old doubts and open up to your own clairvoyant process. This is you being able to interpret the message from Spirit. Sacred sound and breath, communication. Spirit is communicating to you through riddles. So this could be through songs, through literature, or this could be, you know how you live in life and you like, wow, something happens and you like, God has a wonderful sense of humor. And you just got to look up at the sky and be like, you know what? Spirit is definitely connecting to you through riddles. But finding that abundance, welcoming the abundance that you do have in your life right now. Something needs you open. Open to the abundance that you have in your life. Excuse me. Let's see. What is the major blockage? Oh, I missed it. What does Libra need to release? What does Libra need to release? What does Libra need to release? I feel like this is probably going to be a long morning inspo. Already probably like, what, 20 minutes in? What does Libra need to release? Setting boundaries, balance. So for some of you guys, you need to release the need to be there for everybody, to do this for everybody. I'm finally setting these type of boundaries in my life where I can press pause. Like, I don't have to be there for everybody. I got to be there for myself as much as I would want to. And that's why I do these videos. It can reach so many different people, but I cannot personally be there for everybody, be a mentor for everybody, be a, I can't personally do that. There's not enough time, and then I'll be depleted, and then how good is a depleted mentor? Okay. But the achievement, effort plus intention. Is there something that you've achieved? Or is there something that you need to put more effort into to gain this achievement? Release the need of being there for everyone else and focus on your own achievements. Focus on yourself. Balance, stability, becoming more balanced in yourself with harmony. So make sure that you're hitting your mark. It may not be the same way, but you did something, okay? That's creating harmony. A lot of us, we look for things to be equal, which that's just not, that's just not going to happen. Things need to be in harmony. Just make sure that you're hitting your mark. You're doing something to those areas in your life. Family, relationships, health, and then your career. Those should be the 4 areas of your life that you should be making sure that you're hitting the mark every single day. So you're making sure you're doing something in your relationships to make them closer. Making sure you're doing something in your family to make sure that they know that they're loved and that you're loved and you're supported. Also making sure you're doing something in your health, to making sure that your body can actually live out your life, okay? And then also doing something when it comes to your finances to make sure you have the means, because the universe wants you to have all the means in the world. Make sure you're getting up at a certain time, or you're hitting those deadlines. You're doing the work. You're not late for work. You're getting to work on time. Stuff like that. You have to be hitting certain marks every single day. And when you're trying to be there for everybody else, you can't fully set those boundaries. You can't fully do the things that you need to do. Anybody will tell you, I press pause on something, I hit ghost. I got shit to do. I got work to do. I got dreams. We all have our own life. I have my own dreams, my own aspirations. I have to tend to those. I have to put those as priority. And then we can BS, okay? We can do all the other stuff, but I have things to do. And I learned, at first I used to be of access to everybody. At first I used to want to be of access. Now I understand my own time. I can't really be of access to everyone. And it makes me happy. It makes me smile. It makes me happy. Because if you've let yourself be of access to everyone, you notice that people don't appreciate you when you do that. They don't appreciate you when you be of access to everybody. They don't appreciate it. No, she's always here. Why should I be happy that she came through? Start missing those meetups and visits and things like that. And then you'll see that you're appreciated when you come through. That's just what we have access to. That's just how the human mind works. Things that are easy to them, we don't appreciate it. That's why people say, women shouldn't give the cookies away on the first date. Because what we have access to, what we easily can get access to, did I work for this? Just like that's why most people who win the lottery lose the money. Because did they work for it? No. So it's not as of value. But if you were to do that, do your dream, you're hitting the mark every single day. Okay, you're getting up, going to work every single day to do that dream, do that passion. And let's say you made about $200 million from it. You would treasure, you would value that. It would become of value. You would see your hard work in every single dollar, every single cent that you've earned. You see your hard work in it. But when you don't do any hard work and things come to you, that's why you lose money. That's how you lose money. That's how you lose stuff. That's how you lose things, when you don't really put any value into it. So think about what you're putting value into. But I do feel like there is a lot of your time that you're giving and your energy that you're giving to everyone else, and you're not giving any of it to yourself. And nothing's going to magically poof you to the ending where you start being successful. I was just watching Insecure last night, y'all. I said it's going to be a long video, so we wrapping today. I was just watching Insecure last night, and she was just saying, just rewind my life. I mean, just fast forward to the part where things are better again. Some of you guys could be like, just fast. I remember when I lost my mom, I went through a whole set down for about I don't even know what the fuck happened that year. That's how in my emotions, I don't even know what happened. It started coming back to me about like, not the passing, but the rest of the year is a blur to me. It's like the rest of that, like 2.5 years, if I were to be 100% honest. It's kind of like a blur to me. I don't really know. I was just drowning in sorrow, just drowning in pain, excruciating pain. And I was like, God, just all I wanted to do was smoke, sleep, eat, smoke, sleep, eat, smoke, sleep, eat. I don't even know how I went to work. What did I say to those people? Like, because who was that? I don't know who that was. I really don't know. But there's a need for you to call some balance in your life. You can't just rewind yourself to the good parts. And when I really noticed that, I was like, God, are you serious? I can't really rewind to the good part. Like, look what I've been through. Look what's on my shoulders now. Look what I have on my shoulders now. I can't really, come on now. I'm your loyal servant, God. It's me, Auji. He was like, no. You can do it. You can get through this. You're strong enough, okay? So you can get through this. You're strong enough. For some of you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys could be drowning in a lot of pain. There's a lot of sorrow. There's a lot of stuff that you ain't want to look at. What is the major blockage? What is the major blockage? Opening your heart. Opening your heart. Having the courage to move on. Move on. Not just move on closed. Move on with an open heart. I've been there before. Why these cards read in my life? Why they in my diary today? Okay? It's moving forward with an open heart. And I have to go back and OMG. Look at the number. And I have to go back to the portal reading, the urgent, quick portal reading that I may just leave up because that's probably all y'all need to know. That's probably why Spirit kept on messing up. Like, you said it already. You said a mouthful with that little reading, trust me. But for some of you guys, it's opening up your heart. You've been trying to get through life closing off your heart. And when you close off your heart, you close off yourself to these blessings and these emotional blessings. So love, vulnerability. A lot of you guys are having a hard time because that look back got you stuck. You were supposed to glance back and keep it moving forward. Okay? Some of you guys glanced back and you had a crook in your neck. You got stuck right there. Okay? You got a little crook when you look back. Now you stuck. Now you stuck in looking back mode. You stuck with a crook in your neck. Looking like half of us looking back at some shit that we know goddamn well. And Spirit know goddamn well. Like, and you know goddamn well. Spirit like, I know she know. I know she know. How y'all spirit guides talk to y'all? Because my spirit guides are just full of flavor. Okay? Just full of flavor. They gonna cuss me out. But, y'all, I feel like a lot of you guys have not been able to open up your heart. And this comes from some type of deep, deep, deep hurt. Could be some deep loss. When you go through loss, when you go through lack, when you go through abandonment, when you go through deep grieving, it's hard for you to then get to love again. We forget that life, we forget that death is a process of life. And when we love something and we watch someone who dies, or we witness that, even watching someone taking their last breath, it's so beautiful, but it's so painful, because you have to wrap your mind around the fact that I'm not going to see this person in the flesh anymore. And from then on, you have to be strong enough to feel that person, strong enough to realize that that person's not gone, that they're still here in spirit. It takes a strong, when you're hurting, it takes somebody strong when you can't go into the room and see them, especially if it's somebody who you live with. You can't just go into the room. That's why many people, they move when they go through like deaths and things like that, because it's that void of that person being in there is so hard. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who lost somebody really, really, really close to them. That void is definitely so hard. I understand exactly how it is that you're feeling. I understand exactly how it is that you're feeling. It's a big void, but you can do this. We can do this together. It's been hard to pick myself back up and open myself up. I don't trust too well. Let me pull my card. I don't trust too well. I don't trust. I just realized that, like, I don't trust. My sister was like, you can learn to trust people a little more. You know, I don't trust. I've sat back and watched the worst of people. I've watched the people do worse things to family. I watch people do terrible things in the midst of when people pass. I watch people say terrible things. I watch people just do terrible shit, and some things kind of shock your mind, and you like, oh, hell nah. Let me know if y'all have ever witnessed a person or people do that. Like, I witnessed events that I couldn't believe happened. I couldn't believe some people were saying or doing these types of things. I couldn't believe how, I'm not even gonna get into that. But the blockage that you're having is moving on, still open. Some laws that you went through was not supposed to close you up. It was supposed to crack you open and keep you open. But some of you guys are doing the opposite. You're vowing, no, I'm going to close this shit and I'm going to keep it closed. I ain't going through this no more. Some of you guys did that. I know I didn't say that. Oh, hell no. I'm going to have to outsmart. I'm going to have to be the one that, you know what I'm saying? But we live and we learn. It's a connection of opening your heart. The blockage is opening your heart. Tune into your heart chakra. Decisions need to be coming from your heart, your core. You're not involving your core in your decisions, your core in your relationships, your core in your life. That's why it's unfulfilling. Gotta have the courage. For some of you guys, it's a hard thing to do, to open up your heart. Who is helping, Libra? Who is helping, Libra? Who is helping, Libra? Death and rebirth. Bringing some type of darkness to light. Clarity. The clarity is helping you. And you got a partner here. Twin flame. A soul partner. An eternal connection that's helping you. Some of you guys could have had a soul partner that passed on, still helping you. That won't be for everybody. But some of you guys do have a soul partner that passed on. They still helping you. Still here with you, helping you. You have a twin flame, a soul partner. There's a person that you're supposed to see the contrast. You're supposed to see the polarities. You're supposed to see the lights and the darkness. Darkness to light, death and rebirth. You're supposed to see all dimensions of this person. Somebody is stretching you to grow. And twin flame relationships are really real crazy. There's also behind this, there's a sacred there's a sacred purpose. Like I said, for a lot of you guys, again, here we are again. There's a relationship. There's a relationship that's very, very valuable. This may be somebody new coming into coming into you. But clarity, releasing the illusion. Fear is the illusion. Telling yourself you can't open up your heart. Telling yourself you can't love another person like you love somebody. That's the illusion. It's releasing that. Who is hurting, Libra? The river of blessings. Releasing constraint. That came out in reverse. So that is you constraining. That's you not releasing the constraint. And the way that you release this constraint is by opening your heart. Bright heart light, open connections. Like I said, what I say? Didn't I say somebody got a crook in their neck when they look back? They were supposed to look back to, be able to touch their foot and so they can move forward. But somebody got a crook in their neck when they look back and they stuck in that position. Stuck in that position looking back. That's the constraint. That's what's constraining you. That is what's resisting a blessing for you. Open your heart. For some of you guys, when you get in touch with your heart chakra, you get in touch with what it is that you really feel, what it is that you really love. What are you searching for? For some of you guys, it's the divine mother. Some of you guys, you're looking back at a mom. Some of you guys, you're afraid to move on from a loss of a mom. I got to say, I was just talking about how I lost my mom. It took me a long, long, long time to not move on, but just to get out of that place of, well, I can't even say it took me because I'm still, but it's just an excruciating pain. It's hard to be open after going through excruciating pain like that. Some of you guys, you're divine feminine. There's also a friendship that you're looking back at. There's loss, lack, victimization, fear that you're looking back at. Some of you guys are stuck in that. You don't see, you're going to rise like the phoenix though. Don't worry, you're going to rise. You're definitely going to rise. Now let's get this last question. Since we're in the morning inspo, that went almost to goddamn 40 minutes. What are the next steps for Libra? What are the next steps for Libra? What are the next steps for Libra? Decisive focus. Sacred action. You got to be mindful of what you put your focus on. Feeling. Sacred action. You about to start working on deep emotions and these feelings that you've been weighing down to the side. You're gonna put all of your focus on your emotions. And what's that's gonna bring? That's gonna bring some friendship, some type of unity into your life. Fun, support. You are supported. That's the next steps for you. Stop neglecting what it is that you feel. Stop neglecting your heart. Stop neglecting the closeness of somebody else. The circle of eternal joy, timeless dance of life. This is what it brings you. Eternal joy. That's why everything in your life has been bringing you to this point, because Spirit wants you to rejoice in eternal joy. Okay, Libra? Butterfly gang, if you stuck all the way here to the end, go ahead and drop a butterfly in the comments down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the bookings. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking the videos. I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all so much. Thank you for being a light for me on my healing journey. I truly appreciate you guys. So this is the message that I have for you guys. I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up, and make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.